welcome to another mess talk. I'm going to do a few more stories. I don't know how many more I will share, just because of the sensitive nature of the stories. But I do have some to share. Alright, what mask are we gonna do? I'll do the bubbly mask. Double bubble cleanser. And my forehead. There we go. Get the bubbles going so we can start reading. Alright, this one's called Just Like a War. The other side had a strong defense that wore their blue and black uniforms proudly. They were fast and mean. It seemed impossible to get a shot. You couldn't even aim without your target becoming a miss. My forward crew had a tough time keeping a foot on things. It seemed like the more times we advanced, the more the other defense knew our tactics. We were in the last seconds of battle. 11 of us stood tall in our starting positions. We stood 3, 3, 1, 3, 1, ready for this tied score to be over. It whistle blew and we were off. We ran up the green field to find a good shot. The other team was tired and sweating, but for us, wearing our red and white uniforms, we were just getting started. Emma was losing time. I ran up to the goal box. "Emma!" I shouted. Her feet acted as soon as she heard my name. The ball came quick. A blob of blue and black ran my way, and I made a fast, sly move. I lost the person behind me. I immediately lifted my right foot, my good foot, to kick. My heart races. I had to make this shot. My foot came down fast and hard. With a loud thud, I was in the air. The whistle blew, but no one dared to move off the field. The ball came to the side of the dirty white net a few inches off the ground. I knew the moms and dads and little sisters and brothers were cheering. To me, it seemed deafening silence. The goalie jumper to the right in a failed attempt to block the shot. Her gloved fingers just missed the ball. I stared in shock at my amazing goal. Half the team came over to me to give me high fives, but everyone yelled, "Good job, Denise!" Our coach glowed in pride for our winning team. "This is why I coach soccer," she announced to us. "Now line up." We all got in line to high-five the other team, but I could feel the black and blue uniform team's hatred of me by their deaf stares and lack of effort in their high-fives. But my team's pride was worth more than a few happy faces from sore losers. Oh, that was pretty good. I think that is actually the description of the one and only time that I scored a goal in soccer. So that's cool. The bubbles are actually starting to form now. Look at my fingers. Let's see. I think there's some kind of story over here. I don't even remember what this is. What it's called. Oh, is this like the changed the ending to a book, I think? Maybe I shouldn't read that one. Maybe I can find a different one to read that is in my handwriting, so it'll probably be a little hard to read, to be honest. Oh, Genie Magic. I remember this one. "Hey, Jenny, come here. I found one of those genie lamps," I shouted towards my best friend. She came over, her long brown hair with pink tips laid nicely upon her back, moving slightly as she walked slowly to my side. She was 5'5", slim and slender, with the body of a supermodel, big chest, huge ass. I wasn't expecting you. I wasn't exactly ugly. Wow, can't talk. But if you had to choose to spend the night with me or Jenny, well, you would choose Jenny. Though guys tell me I'm the better kisser. Trust me, everyone I've been dared to make out with has made out with Jenny first. It must have something to do with my tongue. I can do the wave with it. Really, I can. Jenny stared at me while I made different movements with my tongue. You got real talent, Marie, she said, hitting me on the arm. I giggled like a little schoolgirl. I'd be the perfect lesbian, I announced, winking at Jenny 10 times till she finally fell on the floor laughing so hard she actually had tears forming in her eyes. On all fours, I crawled like a lion ready to pounce. Jenny, her laughs grew louder, and she kicked me lightly, shooing me away as if I was a dog trying to lick her face. So you had something to show me? Jenny said. Getting all serious, I quickly picked up the golden lamp while Jenny stared in awe, her brave blue eyes becoming wider at the sight of it. Then came the wicked smile. Want to rub it and see if a genie comes out? Of course I do, I shouted. It was good that we were alone and that no one was sleeping downstairs in the 2-story house, because I would have given anyone a good scare. But Jenny seemed unaffected by the loud voice, though she might have been used to my treacherous sound, since we spent practically every day together. Raising the lamp in the air, we both rubbed it at a rapid speed. Then, a minute later, we stopped, staring at the fairly large lamp in wonder. Nothing was happening. As I turned my head towards Jenny, she gave me a sad, disappointed look. I shook the lamp violently, turning it in every direction. While I held it upside down, a blue puff of smoke emerged. My green eyes widened, taking over the surrounding of the white. I was eating! Why can't humans just wait 2 minutes for a genie to come out? You'll get your wishes if you just wait. The genie said this, not in anger, but in annoyance. Immediately I felt bad for shaking the stupid lamp. I'm sorry, Genie, I said in my little kid voice, looking at Jenny for a sign of life. She seemed bewildered. Okay, so 3 wishes. You can wish for anything except for more wishes? I wish for a cougar, Jenny said without thinking. Suddenly, a live cougar appeared in front of our eyes. Its orange and white fur stood up as the animal responded to its new surroundings. Its whiskers were long and slender. Its mouth was the scariest part of the cat-like animal. The cougar's lips were raised, and you could see its white teeth. They were razor-sharp, used for chewing of thick meat. Screaming, me and Jenny ran down the stairs, and I locked the small wooden door of the attic. Anyone could hear our rapid heartbeats and heavy breathing from at least 20 feet away. Pure fear lay in Jenny's dark eyes. What's wrong? Didn't you want a cougar? The genie appeared in front of us with a smug look. I tried to look at him with a mean look, but it came out more terrified than mean. It's starting to hurt my eyes. Still on me, guys. It's still on me. Alright, where was I? I wanted the car, Jenny managed to get out in between short breaths. You have to be more specific with these things. You can tell that Jeannie had this conversation with many people before. Fine, Jenny started cruelly. I want a cougar, the car, not an animal, a blue one. A loud boom came from the driveway. Looking out the window, you could see a shiny, brand new blue cougar. Jenny's ear-piercing scream left me in pain. One more wish, the genie announced, proud of his trickery. I wish my headache would go away. I moaned. Of course, the genie took this literally. A blue mist circled my head in every direction. I was in a trance, falling out with my eyes, like when you have a food in a hungry dog's face. Exactly like magic. My pounding headache was gone. Not a pitch of pain was left. I was too thankful to be mad at the genie. I'll be going then. Jenny's eyes washed as a sprinkle of blue covered the spot the genie once was. Then her eyes darted to me. A cloud of anger could be found. You used our last wish to get rid of your headache? Jenny's voice was raised and ready to attack. She was completely furious. Well, if you hadn't mixed up the first with your cougar, I said smugly, but then I looked at Jenny. My eyes were full of fear, and so were hers. A fairly loud bang came from the attic, followed by heavy footsteps. Screaming as loud as we could, we ran to the front door. My sweaty hand could not turn the cold metal doorknob. Jenny's small, perfect hand quickly opened the door. She hopped in the front seat of the cougar as I got shotgun. Where are the damn keys? Jenny's voice was hoarse. Fear was visible. Under my butt, I could feel something pointy and made of metal. Lifting the cold, jiggly metal, I handed it to Jenny. There had to be 5 different keys, but Jenny got it on her first try. Turning the key once, twice, and finally roaring to life on the 3rd try, we peeled out of the driveway and down the street. We were going at rapid speed, and the police just happened to notice. Bright blue and red lights were visible, and a loud siren was heard. Immediately, Jenny pulled over the car, and the police took us to the jailhouse. One of the policemen gave me a piece of white lined paper and a number 2 pencil to write down the story about how my stupid best friend got me arrested. And that's just what I did.